Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. Conclusion of the Crossing Roads. On the streets of the Imperial capital, Alliance forces crush Edelgard's army and take up the perimeter of the Imperial Palace. The time has come to face Emperor Edelgard and to free Rhea from her clutches.
It has begun.
Is everyone ready? The objective of this battle is to defeat Edelgard and rescue Rhea. According to the information Dedu gave us, the throne room is directly north of the castle's main entrance. It's safe to assume that's where Edelgard is.
I don't want to kill Edelgard.
She's a fellow student to all of us. If there's a path that we can walk together, that would be preferable. But that all depends on Edelgard. If she won't yield, then that's that. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate to kill her. I ask that you and everyone here prepare yourselves to do the same.
Understood. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we are prepared.
The future of the Alliance. No, of Fodlan is at stake. I have been prepared for this my whole life.
Captain Gerald taught me that indecisiveness is a weakness. One must cast aside their doubts before fighting.
The lives of Lady Rhea and everyone here are more important than all else. I shall be prepared.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she took one look at my overstuffed muscles and surrendered in tears then and there.
I really hope that Edelgard will yield.
Edelgard is a stubborn one. I don't think she's likely to surrender.
Goddess, please protect us.
I'll fight with all I've got to save Lady Rhea. Rescuing Lady Rhea is my dearest wish. We must prevail no matter what it takes.
Satisfied yet, boy? Everyone made up their minds a long time ago.
Okay, let's get started. We're yours to command, my friend.
Leave it to me.
Everyone, take your positions. The battle is upon us.
Jump. Long bit of silence. Jump. So I'm assuming that she hadn't turned to a dumb monster. Probably not. We got Petra in the front. That's not great. Map. Conditions. Defeat the enemy commander. She is there. She's in the back, too. She's not like a big monster this time, so it's actually hard to hit her unit. She's level 40. She has a great demonic beast. We're gonna bum rush like we usually do, but I'm not gonna, like, face fuck her immediately. It'll be a bit more of a reserved style for this one. But it's somewhat the same as what we usually do. Just, we'll be clearing people out as we go, because otherwise it's way too dangerous. So, let's get going.
They've made it into the palace, but it's actually the perfect chance to turn the tables on them. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war instantly. Taking a risk on dragging us back from the brink is the only option. Everyone, prepare for a bitter struggle. Victory to the Adrestian Empire!
There are more enemies inside the palace than I thought. It's gonna take a lot to bring this situation under control. But if we defeat Edelgard, then victory is ours. Everyone, let's go!
I'm shaking with anticipation.
Our bashful little emperor has locked herself up behind the door of the throne room. The key should be around here somewhere. We need to find whoever's got it and take them out.
Oh, that thing's locked with a key. Shit. Oh, you probably have it. Guess it's safe to assume.
Steady now.
Gonna be hard to get to you. I'll just walk to the front. Take you out myself. I'll hit you with a good old grounder sort of Bagalta.
Professor, I have been thinking about why I came to Fodlan, to the Empire. I am here to be protecting Edelgard, and to be stopping you.
Go down! See, this is why you came here, right?
Edelgard, I will not be keeping my promise. Give me forgiveness, please.
Thank you for your bravery, I guess. I have no choice but to drop something in exchange for this. I only have one elixir. Sure.
We should be able to get through to the throne room now.
Alright, access to the throne room has been accepted. Very good. Let's start cleaning up.
Still alive.
Let's make this quick. You lost that one. My orders?
Given the fact that we could not immediately abuse some sort of warp, I bet we probably still could have. Waiting a turn so we could get a little bit of movement is going to be a lot better for us. In the long run. But I may just, like, push myself through to her. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It won't be next turn either, though, because I need to blow a turn opening the door.
Her enemies are my enemies.
Alright. Cleared out. Curved shot silver bow. Crit, baby!
Fun to watch.
It very much is.
Leave it to me.
Ready for anything. Shall we?
Shall we?
Yes.
I'll do my best.
If this is the best you guys got, I'm not impressed. There, let's silence you. No ranged attacks for you. Yeah, this was my concern. That big guy.
Too easy.
Okay, we lost
I
one.
wonder how Dedue's doing. I hope I get to see him again.
God, Dedue's the best motherfucker in this whole game. Because you think about it, you do Blue Lions, right? You do his paralogue and you go, oh man, he spends the whole game just being a bro despite all the shit he goes through on the day-to-day. Fucking loyal to Dimitri. And he's like the best dude on the block. He's a peaceful big guy. And then you do fucking Crimson Flower and you go, he turns himself into a fucking monster. Just to ensure that his king wins. And that his king's suffering can end and that peace can return. And then in this, he has to watch Dimitri get gored beyond belief. And he will still do everything that he can do to stop Edelgard. I don't know. It's just every single time he shows up, I'm like, yeah, this is some real shit. Anytime Dedue shows up, I'm like, surprise, he's the best character. Anytime I see Dedue, I go, fuck yeah, Dedue. That's my boy. Greetings. Alright. Let's begin our work of of atomizing the remaining people in this room.
I fought and won.
There, push as many people to not focus on Byleth is my outstanding goal. Apocalyptic Flame. I like it. It's like Apocalyptic Flame. What is it? She swings it down. Is that it? Is there like some other? No. Why would you think there's something else with that? Well, you called it Apocalyptic Flame. I thought there was going to be like some big setup or something. No. I still don't know why you would think. Oh. Theatrics are dead, my friend. Frozen Lance, critical! God, we're having a good roll here. Having these flying enemies, because they get the additional movement after an attack, horses do too. Just having that is great, because it means that I can move people in and out of the exact same space, which I don't get much of an opportunity to do all the time. I mean, I've almost gotten an entire set of kills just from this. In fact, I should be able to get another one. If I do curved shot, silver bow on you. There we go, giant demonic beast down on this turn.
I must confess, I never imagined that you would be able to pursue me this far. I don't mean to belittle your skills, Professor, but you far surpassed my expectations. Inform the troops. Destroy anyone who sets foot in the throne room.
Whoa! Oh yeah, she's got mortal savants. Ah, she's trying to pin us down by having Dorothea in the back. It's too bad for her. I've gotten way too close. This thing's ending soon.
Walk my own path.
You've got basically no chance. Do!
So close. Must press on.
My baby boy. Sorry, Dudu, I gotta take your kill. If you were a controllable unit, I would 100% give you this, but let's do it.
Professor, I suppose you think you can defeat me, is that right? But I will never give up. Even if my arms and legs failed me, I would still find a way to move forward. I will smash that false goddess and her minion into the ground. I will fight to free this world from her vile grasp. It looks as though my path will end here. My teacher, claim your victory. Strike me down, you must. Even now, across this land, people are killing each other. If you do not act now, this conflict will go on forever. Your path lies across my grave. It is time for you to find the courage to walk it. If I must fall. Let it be by your hand. I wanted to walk with you.
It's over. We were only able to beat her because of you. This wasn't the conclusion I had hoped for, even though Never mind. It's over now. The important thing is that we won.
Here, boy. A letter. An Imperial General asked me to give it to you.
A letter? Let's see it. It looks like it's from Hubert, Edelgard's vassal.
If you are reading this letter, that means I have perished. As Her Majesty would never surrender to another, I can only assume she has fallen as well. It greatly pains me to think of this coming to pass. That said, as the survivors, I must ask you to settle certain affairs in our stead. You must destroy the threat that slithers in the dark. I am sure you must recall Monica and Tomas. Their allies yet live. They hold deep resentment against the children of the goddess and the people of the world. And they are biding their time until they can exact revenge. If left to their own devices, it is certain they will eventually bring unimaginable calamity and suffering to the world. I detected their sorcery when you took Fort Mercius. I have deduced the location of their stronghold, Shambhala. You will find its whereabouts enclosed. There is no question that they are the enemies of everyone in Fodlan. Do not allow yourselves to forget that. Lastly, while I cannot say she is in good health, the Archbishop resides in a secret chamber in the Imperial Palace. I have shared the location of the entrance to that secret chamber with the person to whom I have entrusted this letter. I believe that Her Majesty will be victorious. Even still, I must plan for her defeat as well. If you wish to lead this world, I challenge you to rise to the occasion and surpass my estimation of you. Such is your obligation as the victors, and the only fitting tribute to all that Lady Edelgard sacrificed.
Hubert, to leave a letter like this behind. You were a better man than I believed you to be. So, Rhea is alive, and the fight isn't over yet. Those who slither in the dark. It sounds like Fodlan will never know peace unless we defeat them. The allies of Monica and Tomas, well, we knew about them already. I think it's safe to assume this is the same group who used Lysithea for their blood experiments. And they were also responsible for the javelins of light that destroyed the fortress. But who are these children of the goddess who they supposedly resent? There's just not enough information here. I don't suppose there's any chance that this is his idea of a prank. If so, wow, good one. Hubert, rather than writing a letter, you should have just told us before we fought.
Let's yeah. Let's just ask her about it. She'll probably know.
Right. We still don't know for sure if this letter is telling the truth. Let's go find out.
You have come to save me. Is this a dream? I have longed to see you again, all this time. Is it truly you?
Claude, I can see you have grown into a reliable young man. Thank you for supporting the Professor, and for rescuing me. Surely the protection of the goddess has...
Wait, Rhea. What do you know about the children of the goddess?
Children of... What is this about?
Forgive my bluntness. Someone from the Empire filled us in on a few things. I know it must be painful for us to ask you difficult questions after such an arduous confinement. But we have no choice. We must defeat a secret enemy. Those who slither in the dark. Do you know about them?
Those who slither in the dark.
Apparently, they resent the children of the goddess and the people of the world, and are planning something big, something terrible. They use blood for their wicked magic and are capable of dropping javelins of light from the sky, which are powerful enough to crush a fortress. If you can think of anything at all, please tell us now. We need to know as much as possible about these enemies in order to stop them. This is the critical moment that will determine whether or not Fodlan falls. Can't you see that the time for secrets has passed?
It is true that there is a group of people who have slithered in the darkness and threatened the peace of Fodlan since ancient times. I am sure you have heard the stories of a man named Nemesis.
The King of Liberation.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He's the hero to Goddess gave the Sword of the Creator.
Nemesis was originally the leader of a group of bandits. He plundered the Holy Tomb and stole the remains of the progenitor god. When Nemesis appeared in Xanadu some time later, he already wielded the Sword of the Creator.
How did he get it?
According to legend, the goddess gifted him the sword to fight against the evil gods.
I do not know how Nemesis obtained the sword, or why he appeared in Xanadu, but he used that sword to massacre the people there, the children of the progenitor god. From their corpses he gained even more power, and brought war to Fodlan.
That's completely different from what the legends tell us about Nemesis.
A mere bandit like Nemesis would not have been capable of anything so monstrous on his own.
Aha! So Nemesis had accomplices. And those accomplices must have been those who slither in the dark. They used Nemesis. And this time, they used the Imperial Army to once again bring war to Fodlan. I finally get it. And I even understand why Edelgard was associating with them. Just as they were trying to use the Empire was trying to use them. Rhea, there's still a mountain of things I need to ask you, and I will. But I'll leave all of that for another day. You must be weak after living in confinement for so long. Please, rest for a while. My friend, let's prepare for battle. We need to strike Shambhala as soon as possible.
You must not allow Fodlan's bloody history, the Red Canyon tragedy, to repeat itself.
It occurs to me that we never got an answer from Rhea about the children of the goddess.
Aren't they the people of Xanadu?
She did say that the people of the Red Canyon were the children of the progenitor god, so I suppose so. But those evil guys continued to plot their revenge even after the Red Canyon tragedy. Does that mean some of the children of the goddess, or their descendants, are still alive?
Me?
Maybe? Though, I get the feeling you're something else altogether. What are these children anyway? And how are they connected to the goddess? I almost disappeared into the bottomless swamp that is my mind. I thought that after we defeated the Empire, I'd be able to see that sight I long to see.
And what site is that?
I've told you about my dreams before. I want to break down the wall separating Fodlan from the outside world. The sight I want to see lies beyond that. Honestly, it's a trivial thing to fixate on. Just people, gathered in their towns, living out their lives together, sometimes laughing, sometimes fighting. But the people living there aren't just citizens of Fodlan. There are people from Dagda, Bridget, and even Dusker and Srang. There could be people who were born in Almyra, or countries even farther east there, too. All of those people living together like it's nothing special at all. That's the sight I long to see. It's so simple, but still so far away. But this is no time for complaining. We need to focus on capturing Shambhala. Let's hurry up and gather everyone together.
So, you mean to tell me that Fodlan will fall to ruin if we leave those guys be?
If this map is reliable, their base is just south of my family's territory.
This story is a bit much to believe. And yet...
It does ring true, somehow.
Remember Monica, the one who killed Gerald, and the old man who was masquerading as Tomas? They were their allies, and the Flame Emperor and the Death Knight were merely their pawns.
The people who were after my blood? They were also the ones who used me to conduct their blood experiments.
As awful as it sounds, they're seemingly fond of using blood in their secret techniques.
Ugh, that's really gross. I could never be friends with someone like that.
I believe they were also responsible for the Javelin of Light that destroyed Fort Mercius.
Hold up, boy. Do you really think that we can win against such powerful foes?
I don't know. But we have to try, don't we?
It's our responsibility as the victors.
Since Edelgard can't do it, I guess it falls to us.
They were trying to use the Imperial Army to plunge Fodlan into war. We nipped that in the bud. Now, we just need to tear out their roots. And I know we have what it takes to do it.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Blue Sea Moon. The city without light. Immediately following Edelgard's defeat, the Alliance Army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire. Claude suspects that if the true enemy is left unchecked, disaster will befall Fodlan, and so he cuts short the celebration and the troops head for Shambhala, where this foe resides.
Flowers.
I just don't get it.
What is it, Claude?
Those Javelins of Light. They were trying to use it to kill us at Fort Mercius, right? But then why not drop it on Garreg Mach? They must have known for a while that we were here.
It is not that they chose to refrain, but rather that they were unable to do so.
Rhea, how are you feeling?
I am well enough. I cannot afford to rest while Fodlan is in danger.
What do you mean when you say they couldn't drop a Javelin of Light here?
Once, a very long time ago, a massive ball of light fell upon this monastery. However, that light mysteriously changed course in mid-air and landed in Aelel instead.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment. So that's what the wreckage of those Javelins of Light looks like.
The Holy Tomb is not only the location of the progenitor god's eternal slumber, but also a sacred vessel for a power that repels evil. Supposedly, the progenitor god built the Holy Tomb herself to protect her children from the evil light.
So the children of the goddess gathered in Xanadu because of its proximity to the monastery? But we've fought at distant locations many times.
Despite that, the Javelins of Light only fell on Fort Mercius.
In his letter, Hubert said that he detected their magic when the fort fell. In other words, because they used a Javelin of Light, Hubert was able to pinpoint the location of their base.
So they didn't use it before then because they didn't want us to know where their base is?
In any case, those Javelins of Light must be something they can't just use whenever they want. And they finally decided to use one at Mercy's, where they were sure they'd be able to finish us off. It's only thanks to the whims of the Death Knight that we escaped with our lives. And no javelins of light have fallen since then.
It's possible that the enemy hasn't yet realized that we've learned the location of their base.
If so, their guard may be down, which makes this the perfect time for a surprise attack.
I will accompany you.
What? No, that would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for myself.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
We don't know exactly what we're up against here, but having you around is very reassuring, Rhea. Let's prepare to strike at Shambhala before they make their next move.
Sorry, I'm allergic to those who slither in the dark. Whew, man. So I googled it, and I'm like, no way the is that like the most literal Japanese translation for those who slither in the dark? And from my estimation, it is. They're called the Night Crawlers in Japanese. That is such a better name than sentence describing them. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe some people are like, I don't like that. X-Men sucks. We apparently have some supports between people. As you all know, I have a strict anti-policy against any of the Black Eagles interacting with these characters. Can't allow that. Can't allow that type of behavior here. Disappointing that they think they can come into my home right here, right now, and thinking that they own the place. Being like, hey, you brought us in for paralogs, and I'm like, I did in fact do that. Also said, I had a strict policy against, characters we obviously had that moment with. It's just like, no, it's not happening. That, of course, opens this up to only 2 to do. Let's get them.
It's only a scratch, Leone. I'm all right.
One mistake like that in battle and you're done. This is your weapon hand, isn't it? Let me stop the blood.
Apologies for the trouble.
No trouble, and no apologies. Thanks is what you say when a friend helps you out. Darn.
What's wrong?
I need a bandage to stop the bleeding, but this is all I've got.
My handkerchief.
I was only carrying it around to give back to you anyway. Mind if I use it for this?
Very well. I suppose that's fitting in a way.
I guess so. Not that I'm happy you're bleeding. I'm glad you'll accept it, though. In the past, you might have refused it.
Yes. I might have made it an issue of commoners giving aid to the nobility or some such.
I didn't understand why you were so strict about it, but I think I kind of get it now. You know, if every noble were like you, the world would be a better place.
Perhaps, but you were right. Many great deeds are accomplished by friends working together, especially when those friends are as capable as you.
Me?
I hope this is not the first time I have told you this, Leone, but you are an exceptional individual. By insisting on matters of status in dealing with you, I have done you a terrible disservice. For that, please accept my apology. Let us promise to look out for one another as friends from now on.
No need for vows. That's how I've always seen it. You weren't wrong about nobles and commoners each having their own roles. But the important thing is we help each other.
That is precisely what being friends with you has helped me to understand. In fact, I've begun somewhat to think of you as rather something more.
Huh? Sorry, what did you say?
I said, I hope we'll always give each other support.
Hi, Cyril. Starting to clean, huh?
Hilda?
Personally, I'm all worn out from carrying water and fodder for the horses. I'm going to rest here a sec.
Whoa, tired? Water? Horses? Are you saying you did work all by yourself?
What else was I supposed to do? You weren't here to help.
Okay, I get it. You did the work because you couldn't find nobody else to do it for you.
I was waiting for you. Because look.
A letter?
I told you I'm always getting letters from my brother. I wrote about you in a couple of mine.
You're talking about me behind my back? Honestly, you're so...
We didn't say anything bad. In fact, well, listen up. Here's what my brother wrote. Be he Almiran or no, any young man with compassion and good conduct is worthy of respect. Character is what really matters, not the place of one's birth.
Huh, that's pretty nice. Especially since it was from a noble who battles Almirans.
Right? He's a funny one, but for the first time, I really respect him. So thoughtful and tolerant.
That letter makes me happy. A lot of people look down on me just because I'm Almiran. So, you know, it's nice to hear somebody accept me as just another person.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I've accepted you from the start. I mean, you're so helpful. You do everything I ask.
That's not acceptance. That's relying on somebody else to do your work. What you ought to do is be a grown-up who your brother doesn't need to worry about so much.
I'm plenty grown up. I just brought food and water for the horses, all on my own.
Being proud of doing what you're supposed to be doing just means you're lazy the rest of the time. Though, I gotta admit, being relied on is kinda nice.
In that case, from now on, I'll rely on you even more. Let's see. First, I need you to...
Well, time to get back to work.
Hey, hold up!
Alright, well that closes out those supports. I kind of just want to get on with it. Let's rest well in anticipation for the next event. I shall rest. I've had people's goals hashed out for, like, forever. So I'm just going to kind of rest them up and then jump into the next thing, I guess. I think it's interesting that they, kind of just continued the story past the whole fighting the kingdom thing. This has a real true ending vibe, which also makes Golden Deer very strange in a way.
Good enough.
And there will be a lot to talk about, I think, once we get all of this fully finished up. We don't need any hymns. Oh no, I'm hosting a tea party. Here you go. Drink your juice. She's like, oh, it's real good juice. Boom! Oh, I tried. Boom! Oh, I got it. The boom! There you go.
I was born in Embar, though I have lived in remote lands far away at times.
Oh, that's wonderful. I shall nod.
Right.
Yes! Perfect tea time. What do you mean perfect? I missed one of the prompts. Observe. This is Flame. We are looking at her. Very good. Leave me alone.
Very delicious.
Goodbye, Flame. Goodbye. We enjoyed our time together. Flame is great. She likes fish. She'd probably fuck a carp if possible. Back to resting! What's the point of skip when you think about it? Because if you do rest, it'll restore your Sword of the Creator, and I think it ups the motivation of your students slightly, because then they get to rest. But skip just bypasses everything. Why would you ever choose skip? I feel like that's like an important question. Like for what reason? Oh, Anna, you crazy, crazy lass. Like, skip ahead to certain dates. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Thanks.
Perseverance is the key.
Dark Tome Fair.
I think I'm improving.
Oh, that means she hit S+ on reasoning. Or on reason. Let's, yeah. Wonderful. Leone and Cyril did Skywatch for a while. Yeah, oh my god, that's so much better. Alright, no supports. We're at the mission. Before I forget, let's just go ahead and give her that, by the way. HP plus 5, Fiendish Blow. If the unit initiates combat, grants 6 magic. Faith. I hardly use Faith, so replace it so she gets 5 attack when using dark magic. Very good. Mission! Shambhala, the underground city. Though the flame of war is quenched, its embers endure. You travel deep underground to confront those who slither in the dark and bring lasting peace to Fodlan.
Relying on a map entrusted to them by Hubert, the Alliance army sets their sights on the base belonging to those who slither in the dark. Beyond its entrance, they are met by a sprawling underground city.
Incredible. Who knew that there was such a vast space beneath the ground?
It's like an underground city. I've never seen buildings like these before.
It's like an ancient ruin, but not just because of its appearance.
I don't recall ever seeing architecture like this.
It is magnificent in a sense, but I could hardly call it beautiful. Even the air feels stagnant.
In any case, it seems like we need to go deeper. Let's look around and see if we can find some stairs.
Are you not feeling well?
No. It is simply, we must defeat those who slither in the dark, no matter what happens. But if my conjecture is correct, the one who they will wish to kill the most is you, dear child.
Why me?
They are aware that you can use the sword of the Creator. Your body houses the same power they once bestowed upon Nemesis. That is why I fear for you.
That's not much to go on.
Perhaps. Please forgive my errant thoughts. Once this battle is over, I will explain everything. I will tell you all I know about who you really are.
The vibe of this this final stretch of Golden Deer is very, very fascinating to me. Also, so glad I did this one last because I have to see the map. They gave me a little establishing shot there. But let's see if it really hammers home my the take that is appearing before my mind. Load the last 50%, please. Thank you. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Man, does this game hammer home the last They just said, all right, Golden Deer, the ending is going to feel like the end of an epic. The end of what a JRPG is. Large, spanning, techno bullshit, super evil organization taking them out. Okay, hold on. Conditions. Defeat the enemy commander. The enemy commander is located. Seems to be located in that structure here. Like, is he? Like, is it this? Seems it is. Guarded by an Axeman. Okay, so I have to open up this thing. Alright. They've certainly made this whole thing complicated, too. And they've given us access to 12 units, too. Alright.
For thousands of years, we have existed underground, living on only that we might someday see our vengeance realized. Here and now, that vengeance is finally within our grasp. There is but one thing left to do. Destroy them! Damn those who stand with that arrogant goddess to oblivion, away from the world of the living! Now is the time. Remove the binding spell of Titanus. Let their metal bodies be drenched in blood!
Hey, what are those big things?
Demonic beasts? No, I think not. They appear to have no will of their own. Someone must be controlling them.
Listen to this. Why the fuck does this game just devolve into Wub Wub? This is so fucking ridiculous.
Initiate all that remain. We must advance our preparations.
It's like the conclusion. Those that slither in the dark, a mysterious organization. I don't think it's bad. I think it's fucking sick, but what are you doing?
What's my strategy?
What is my fucking strategy?
Let's make this quick.
Besides kill them before the beat drops, of course. Greetings! Oh my god, man, I really fucking like how it's incredibly stupid. And here we have KZ losing his shit over a soundtrack. I may just try and, like, ruin him the way we usually do. Using warp has effectively made me jump through 2 entire walls. Alright, we got a little bit of action shown off in there. I think it's only right for us to one, take that key. We know this isn't the final month, too.
Increase output gradually, depending on the amount of magical energy charged. I don't care if we destroy Shambhala, so long as our goals are fulfilled.
Alright, what was I saying? I completely lost it. I was struggling to get it back because I didn't expect the thing to happen. But I was oh yeah, it was the fact that this wasn't going to be the last month in the game because they didn't ask me who I'm going to marry yet. So I know they're not going to immediately transition to the final boss unless they decide to wait and let you choose it afterward. But I'm pretty sure they want you to choose it and then have to beat the final map as like a thing. Level 50. That was a damn good level 50. That made me waste my sword, bastards. Sword of Bagalta. No. 11th sword. Yes.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm gonna bust my ass in there. Auto battle charge, go. Sorry for rushing through this, but it's like I'm so excited to see it go, and the way the map is set up and the way the strategy goes, why would I not do this any other way? You know? Bye, Seth. This is sick. He's gonna come for me. We'll save it for the end of the turn. Oh man, they really don't want me getting in there.
It won't be in vain.
Come hell or high water, I will kill you. I sincerely hope the next map has a little bit more going on so that I don't have this, so that I can't do this on the last one. Though I may hold myself back to not do that if it's the case. We'll see.
Watch and learn.
We've run into the problem that I might die before I even have a chance to do what I wish. It's okay. We have our good heal. Here we are. We have reached this moment. A face-off.
So you have shown yourself, Fellstar. Or should I say, Sophis. I will spill every drop of blood in your body to fulfill the long-standing goal of the Agarthans.
You're done.
You will never get to enjoy your victory.
It can't be.
For all Agarthans, let there be light!
Oh no, he's shooting a dubstep gun again! Oh man, she got hopped!
coming down!
What? Oh, fuck!